Hello, FlossTube. This is the Flossin' Bossing Cousins. It's our FlossTube #1. I'm Christy.
And I'm Callie.
And we are in rural Alabama. We have talked about doing a FlossTube for several years and just haven't. But today is the day.
So buckle in and get ready.
That's right. No negative Nancy's, because if you're thinking it, we've thought it too. But we are first cousins. My mother and her daddy are brothers and sisters, or were brothers and sisters. You lost your dad in
2010.
2010, and I lost my mom in 2001. We have always been close.
2021.
Yeah. So, what did I say?
2001.
2021. We've always been close, and we have always loved cross stitch. That is my only hobby. Her, not so much. She is a lover.
Dabbler of all things.
Dabbler. That's a good word. And I just cross stitch. She can quilt. She can tat. She can. What else do you do?
I don't tat yet. I'm trying to.
Oh,
learn
I'm
tat.
sorry. Sorry.
I have quilted. I like to do wool applique. I like to sew a little bit. Squirrels just run across this brain all the time. So, whatever new and fancy thing comes up, I'm all about it for a little while until that interest peters out and I find something else. So,
but she always comes back to cross stitch, or is cross stitching. You want to tell about yourself?
yeah.
Okay.
I am a healthcare administrator of a pretty large facility, so I have a very stressful job. So I love what I do. Love working with the elderly. I'm married. I have 2 stepdaughters. One is 18 and one is fixing to be 17. Got one in college and one that's in the 11th grade. So our life stays pretty busy. We love dogs. We raise Boston Terriers, and we have 4 in our home. So it's always a wild ride. Like to craft and do things like that, and just to keep busy. And so that's pretty much it for me.
Like I said, I'm Christy. I'm married. Me and my husband will be married 8 years, July the 4th. He is retired from the coal mines, and I am the office manager at a machine shop in Jasper, Alabama. I have one daughter. She is 30, and she has a 8-year-old, 9, she just turned 9. Lorelai just turned 9, and Cable just turned 2 in January. Those are my grandchildren, and I also have a grandchildren from Alan's children, and she is 6. Her name is Whitley. And I have two stepchildren. Matt is my stepson, and his wife Lacey, and then I have a stepdaughter, Haley. All the kids are grown and out of the house. We live, like I said, in rural Alabama, and we live on a farm, kind of. I have 2 cows, 2 donkeys, 2 mini horses, a Rottweiler, a Black Lab, a Silver Lab, 2 Shih Tzus, and I last year adopted a Scottish Fold kitten from the animal shelter in Jasper. And I am not a cat person, but I absolutely love my Flopsy. She is wonderful. We have a simple life. We just
Enjoy a simple life.
Go to work and cross stitch. And I'm blessed with my job, because when I'm through doing what I need to do, I can cross stitch at work. So that happens quite often. I try to go in the mornings and hit it hard and get my stuff done so the afternoon I can stitch. If y'all have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. What do you want to get into first?
We can do our whips if you want to.
Okay. I'll start with mine because up until, I would say, the last 4 or 5 months, I have been a monogamous stitcher. It drives, okay, let me throw this in there. If y'all ever hear me call her Ilbert, that's what I call her. That's her name in my phone. She is Ilbert. She helped me raise my daughter Whitney because I was a single mother from the time Whitney was about 2 years old until I got married in 2015. So it was always, we always joke that I'm the mother and Ilbert's the daddy and Whitney's our kid. And I think we did a pretty good job raising her. She whittles and she cross stitches, and she can sew anything, taught herself how to sew. She did not get that from her mother. I can cook, but a sewing machine, I'm trying to learn. But, anyway, I would rather be stitching. Squirrel.
Whip.
No, whips. Okay, but I have always stitched one thing, and that's it. And when it's done, it'll go into the old handy dandy, I thought I had one here, Ziploc bag, and I start on something else. But I am starting to branch out a little bit. So, with that being said, right now I am stitching Hands-On Design, Land That I Love, and I use a Q-snap most of the time. And I just started this, I want to say Sunday or Monday of last week. So I hope y'all can see that. And I only have 2 whips right now. Let me get the other one out, and I haven't stitched on it lately because I was doing some Cherry Hill stitchery. So I haven't stitched on it lately, but I've got it in my, but I am doing Teresa Cogut's Let Love Rain. And this is probably, I don't know, that Woodland Santa that took me me and you both 20 years to stitch. This is one of the bigger things that I have done. But those are my only 2 whips. But I'll show you here in a little bit. That Let Love Rain is from this book. I bought it last year at Patches and Stitches in Huntsville, Alabama, when we went to the North Alabama Cross Stitchers Retreat. And I got talked into doing it, and I'm glad I did because I have enjoyed doing it. I love the colors in it, and so I'm hoping to get some more work on that done. Like I said, we live in rural Alabama. I am about 30-35 minutes from Tuscaloosa and about 50 minutes to Jasper. Those are the 2 biggest cities, and they're not that big. I'm sure everybody knows where Tuscaloosa, Alabama is, but War Eagle. We're not Alabama fans anyway. And all we have in those towns are, in Tuscaloosa, there's a Joann's, a Michael's, and a Hobby Lobby. And in Jasper, there is just a Hobby Lobby. Mm-hmm. Our closest L&S is in Decatur, Alabama, which is what, 2 hours?
2 hours.
To about 2 hours, which is the Cross Stitch Peddler. And if you're in Alabama or close or coming through, please stop and see Marlene because she is fantastic.
She's the best.
She is the best. And then we have the Patches and Stitches in Huntsville. And we have now in Gulf Shores, Alabama, when we're lucky enough to get to go to the beach, there is Creative Needle Art, I think is the name of it. She's relatively new, but when I went to the beach in March, she is really building her inventory. So those are the only 3 that we have. So let me get over here to the
Whip queen.
the queen of whips.
What I've been stitching on most recently is My Stitcher's Heart by Hands On Design. This is a Christmas present from my oldest stepdaughter, Jenna. So I've got, let's see if you can see, this much completed. So this is the top to the little box that is part of this chart. And I'll show you the chart front. So it's got the box top, it's got a little pin cushion, a scissor fob, and then a little bag that you can store your waxer in. There's a specific kind of waxer, and I'll show you that in haul. I've ordered it from Lady Dot Creates, so that I have all the pieces to this, but I'm probably, I don't know, 70% done with the top of the box, and then I plan to stitch the other pieces too. And I'm stitching it with the called for threads, which are, it's a mix of classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. They're really pretty colors. That's what I've been stitching on most recently. I tend to stitch on things and almost get them completed, and then I move on to something else. But I'm also stitching that on Smoky White, vintage Smoky White. It's a 32 count that I got at the Cross Stitch Peddler. These glasses, girl.
Yeah.
This is,
Oh, that's pretty.
I started this.
I love
It's a Prairie
that.
Schooler.
Why have I not saw that?
Turkey. It's from this booklet, Harvest Time by the Prairie Schooler, and I just plan to stitch the center of that chart there and put it in a small frame. Someone I saw on FlossTube had done that, and again, it's about 90% done.
I love it.
But it's really pretty.
It is
Turned
pretty.
out pretty. So that's another one.
You should make me a set of Thanksgiving napkins.
Oh, I'll put that on my to-do list.
Okay, good.
Let's see. I love Blackbird. That's one of my favorite designers. And again, I start things and never finish them. But this is my start on the 3-part series of summer, autumn, summer, and winter charts that are the 3. And then this is the finished piece on the back down there. And I think I've just gotten through part of one of these. The very first one, I guess, is, let's see which one
Those
it
are
was.
pretty colors.
This is the summer. Couldn't tell you what kind of fabric this is. I have no idea because I started this a few years ago. So there's no telling what kind of fabric is. But I was using the called for flosses with it, and I think the majority of those are Gentle Arts and maybe a few classic Colorworks. Or maybe they're all, yeah, it's just a mix. So that's that one. And then I don't have the chart with me for this one, but this is another one that needs work. It's the, gosh, what's this called? Maybe 'Tis the Season or something like that from a Blackbird book. I think it's in the Home for Holidays, but it's that pretty big red cardinal. Again, I don't have a clue what this linen is because it's been started for a little while.
She
Needs
wants
some
to make
attention.
her FlossTube debut. Well, she's got my shirt. This is my baby, Flopsy. Well, she's not going to show you her little ears.
Well, she don't have any, so.
She doesn't.
And those I'm using the call for colors too, and it's not a whole lot of them, but they're classic Colorworks and Weeks is what I've got it on there. That fabric is 32 count pair from R&R, I believe is who did that one, or Lakeside one. Let's see. Let's stick these back in here. I'll have
I love those colors.
Blackbird always uses a pretty palette to me. They're kind of muted colors. Let me skip that one maybe. This one is a Halloween whip, and it's the Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee chart by Brenda Gervais. I've got maybe one of them partially done. Again, something else, you know,
That's pretty
stole my
too.
fancy. So that's all I've got done on one of those. I've got all the fabric pieces I ordered that were pre-cut, so they're just ready to go. And those flosses, I think, are maybe Gentle Arts or Plastic Color Works.
Looks like both, maybe.
Yeah, it's a mix of both. There's a rat nest of a floss.
Do you want me to show you a rat's nest?
Of floss. Let's see. This bag I got is really cute. I got it from Goose Designs, and I don't know if you can see the inside, but anyway, it's got little ghosts on it that are glow in the dark, so it's pretty neat.
How cute.
And a
Why
thread
have I
bed
not
that
saw
I
that?
ordered. You got to be on top of things, sis.
Oh, man.
Let's see. What's next? I love this chart.
I love
Again,
that fabric.
it's murky. And I've just got a small start because I had stitched this or started stitching it. Let me see if I can get the wrinkle
Want
out.
me to hold it up?
I had started stitching it, and I started with the big witch in the center of that chart, or kind of in the center, and I was off, so I had to gall that out of that 40 count fabric
I
and
was
start
fixing
again.
to say, what count is this?
It's tiny, and
Is it one thread?
yeah, one thread.
Oh, it's beautiful though.
But I really like that Quaker design. And
I
this
love
is
that.
just DMC threads, but I thought they were really pretty, and it shows up good on that that murky fabric. And this is just only part of my whips, the ones I could fit in a bag to bring over here today.
Have whips, we'll travel.
Will travel.
Oh, that's
This
pretty
one
too.
is still in my Q snap, but this is Oh Joyous Day by Blackbird. This one had just gotten the DMC rather than the Classic Color Works or whatever it's called for.
It's really pretty though.
And this fabric, I'm pretty sure that this is oaken. But I think those colors are really pretty.
Look at that little needle minder.
That little Boston. It's my working copy. Let's see. This bag came from a lady that was at the retreat that Christy mentioned earlier that we'd gone to this summer in July. Maybe this summer or the summer before, I don't remember.
Yeah.
We've been to 2 of them, but anyway, it's a bee bag. I love all things bees. So.
Brenda
Brenda.
Greer. She makes bags.
She
I
has
don't know if she has an Etsy shop.
I think she does, and I think I've got her card. I'll try to remember to bring it next time. Let's see. This one.
I have that same bag.
Brenda made this bag for us. It was a gift from when we signed up for our retreat. It was part of our things that we got there. This whip, again, only lost just a tiny bit. So let's put that right there. This is Memorial Day by Hands On Design. I like another flag and some grass down there. I thought I had all those flags done. I think there's 3.
I did that one last year.
Chart for it, so it wouldn't take a whole lot to get this done if I just buckle down and do it. And I'm using the floss pack from it's Sulky Threads, and it was the first time that I'd ever used Sulky, but I really like them. I like stitch them with one thread when I can. But I think this come out at market maybe 2 or 3 years ago when I ordered the thread pack and the chart. Marlene picked that up for me, so I really like it. Need to get back to that. Let's see. Then, what else I got over here?
This vintage project bag.
Yeah, this is the vintage project bag. So this one is Why did I do that chart? Because I had it a while ago.
I don't know. I haven't saw it, but I have it in my book.
It's in one of.
I have it in my book.
It's some. Oh, I see it. This is way up here. This is the drawn thread trick or treat. I don't know if you can see that. This one, this one is really nearly almost finished. So let's see.
That's cute.
Next time maybe I'll iron these so they don't look so bad. But the only thing I like pretty much on it is the back stitching for the vines on this one. I really like drawn thread charts because they have some specialty stitches in them. Maybe I had that upside down. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We'll show it again. I think that looks a little better, so maybe. But they have specialty stitches in them, and I like to try to learn different things. So, you know, these colors are not the call for colors. Some of them may be, but it's just some that I kind of picked out and thought they looked good. They make pretty crows to me.
If there is a thing.
If there is a thing. Well, there's got to be, because it's pretty. This one is pathetic. I've had this one started for I can't tell you how long. It's the Heartstring Samplery, the Old Rugged Cross. This is my working copy. In here, I don't know where the other one is. In a bag somewhere, I'm sure. But this is the front of the chart. And this is what I've got done. I really like that big purple flower on there. We've done a couple of these. You've done more than I have.
I did that one, and if I can figure out how to do it, I will put a picture at the end of the video. I did that one a few years ago, and took it to our local framer here in Fayette, Nichols Frame Shop. He is great. He does a fantastic job on cross stitch. And he framed it with a bright purple mat, and I gave it away at a ladies retreat at church, and it was a huge hit. Like it was beautiful.
I've got a couple more. Ooh. I'm not going to show this one because I can't remember the name of the chart, but I think I do know this one. This is by Blue Ribbon Designs, I think.
I don't know.
Maybe or maybe Blue Flower.
Yes, maybe it is her. Maybe it is Blue Flower. I watch her.
But it's the Quilting Bee. I have again my love for bee stuff, and I have this one, and I think she has one called the Sleeping Bee as well, and I have that chart too. But don't know what fabric that's on. And then this other one is a blackbird
that
in
looks
here.
Like vintage country mocha,
it may be. Or doubloon or something. I don't remember. And then that other one, I don't know if that's Midnight Watch or what, but it's a blackbird. We'll do it next time.
Yeah.
And then this last one, maybe the last one.
I still want to do those.
This is the Boo Club series by Lizzie Kate. There's several different, maybe two. Well, there's maybe two charts on each little booklet, and there's about 1, 2, 3. I think there's 6 of them all together. And again, this is on Monaco, so I know this is old.
We tea dyed and coffee dyed that, didn't we?
We sure did. But I've gotten 3 of them done, and I should have, read the directions on this, because I wouldn't have put these borders all the way around. But anyway, that's what it is, and that's the way it's going to have to be finished, because I'm not picking all that out.
When have we ever followed the rules?
We have not.
Exactly.
We are rule breakers.
We are rebels.
So, we'll be working on those. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays, and I love to stitch Halloween stuff. So I need to get on it. Let's see. Oh, these are some. I did bring some finished stuff.
Stop it!
I did. It's those little pin cushions I worked on not long ago. This was a freebie from. I think it's Lala's Studio. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
pretty
did
sure.
you bring that little scissor one that I like so much?
I did.
Okay.
So this is, I love all things tomatoes, and that's my new obsession lately is sowing tomatoes, and I just love how they look, just in jars, or put them in your sewing room or stitching room. But this one was just a little pin cushion. I've got to fully finish yet. That was one. And then this was a freebie from Brooks Books, and it's another little
Oh, that's cute.
strawberry with a tomato.
Things like that are real easy to stick in your purse, to stick in, I mean, to
Your
just
travel bag.
Yeah, to just carry with you. And if you're caught in line, in the school line, or if you're at a doctor's office visit, small things like that, it's good to have.
Let's see where this one came from. This was a freebie from Small Town Stitching blogspot, and
That turned out so pretty to me.
all of those scissors on there. I think the call for red was a little bit more maroonish than this one, but I wanted the red to match those stitching tomatoes and stuff. But I thought that was really cute, and it was a pretty quick stitch, and I like the black work on it as well.
Sorry, I think my husband took care of it.
Did I just say that? So anyway, that's all of my whips. Or not all of them. That's all I brought today. So,
Did you
too many
do the-
squirrels, not enough time.
Yeah. And you've already showed your finishes.
The only ones
Your
I brought.
FOs.
Yes, I don't have.
We are lacking. We need to have an FFO day.
We do.
Okay, I'm going to show you. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, I have went on a Cherry Hill stitchery band, and I got spring barnyard stack. I got it done. I love it. I love the colors, and I'm trying to think what, I don't know. I think it was just some fabric that I had, and I'm not sure what it is, but I did that one. I did bunny food. I just need to finish them. Oops. I did carrot patch. Hop this way. And bunnies love carrots from Cherry Hill Stitchery.
Did you just gnaw this fabric into?
I mean, well, let me tell you what happened. I had one big piece of fabric, and I think when I get one done, I'm supposed to get rid of it. I should have just left them all on the fabric, but I was at work and I had the scissors that I use at work on my desk, so I just cut them, and they're not straight, and don't come for me. Don't come for me.
They're not serged, not nothing.
No, they're not. They are just, I told you we're from rural Alabama. Electricity
Well, that thing's a little different
is
out here.
sparse here. You never know when you're going to have it, when you're not going to have it. I meant to tell you a while ago, but I was ashamed to show y'all my rat's nest. I use the called for colors on my Let Love Rain by Teresa Cook. So just, I mean, I'm sure y'all's colors don't quite look like this, but anyway. What are we gonna do next? Those are the only.
All right, we got on my list is our antique finds.
Okay.
Next. So you.
I didn't find this antique, it found me. It's something that has always been in my home as long as I can remember growing up. And my mother told me after my daughter's, whatever, my ex-husband, after we got a divorce, I was single from the time she was 2 until she was, what, 24, 25?
Something like that.
And Mother always told me that if I would get married, I could have it. So the week
Got you
after,
on my end.
the week after Alan and I got married, she gave it to me, and it is our great
granddaddy's.
great or great
Just great, I think.
great granddaddy's mother's dough bowl. That is one of my most treasured things, is my dough bowl. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
That's been lots of dough put in there.
There has been lots of dough. I wonder how many biscuits were made in this.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it. I really, really do love
And
it.
it's large too. It's
Yes.
so much larger than the ones
Right.
that you see today.
And you can tell that it is, you can tell it's old. And it's been very well loved.
And used.
Yes.
So
But we love antiques, so we're always on the hunt.
going picking is one of my favorite,
Yes.
most favorite things.
And
of
I
all
love
time.
estate sales. Oh my word, I love estate sales.
And some recent acquisitions of mine.
Yeah.
I'll pull that off. Let's see. I got this one from eBay, but it's a little stitching stand or a spool stand with a tomato on it. I just like the way it looked. It's still got the dust on it, the original dust. So it needs to be cleaned up and put in my stitching room. But I like anything that has to do with antique stitching, whether it's sewing, whatever. And of course, the pin cushion is always a good find for me. And then we've both got we're obsessed with finding hoops now. So
Thank you, Shelley.
yeah.
Right.
So this is a Princess that I got off of eBay, and I think this one is a hold tight. Yeah, with a little spring on it. But I never realized that these were even out there until we started watching Antique Needleworkers, I guess, and she had some antique hoops, and I thought, if they're still around, there's got to be good for something. People like them, so. I've gotten those, and then I've got a couple of Duchess. I really like the Duchess ones too, and I'm on the lookout for a Queen. So if y'all got a hookup, let me know.
Let me know. And
Don't let her know. Let me know.
No, just let me know.
This one I found not long ago. It needs to be a little bit maybe taken out of here and restretched or whatever. But I found this one at it's called the yard sale, and that's about pretty much what it is. It's a picker place, but it was only $6, and I just couldn't leave it there for $6 with the frame and all that. But I don't know if this was a stamped cross stitch. I really can't hardly tell.
I don't think it was.
It may not have been, because it's got some French knots and all kinds of stuff on there. But I just thought it was too pretty to leave there. Somebody worked hard on it, so
Right.
I just love it. I've got it hanging up in my living room. So if it's old and crusty, chances are Callie loves it. So that's my antique finds lately. Be on the lookout for some more every day.
Every day. Okay, you want to do haul?
Yep. Or you want to do a favorite stitching tool first?
No, we can do a favorite stitching tool. My favorite stitching tool is I turned 29 in February.
You did not turn 29 in February. I'm sitting here studying on how old you was and how old I am.
I turned 50 in February, and my daughter bought me a Lowry stand for my 50th birthday. And my sweet Ilbert got me a wooden sewing box. It's in my living room. I love both of those gifts so much. But I was unsure at first about the Lowry stand, but I love it, like on that Let Love Rain, because I use a bigger Q-snap because it's a bigger project, and I really love it. I really do. So that is probably one of my favorite stitchy tools.
I have a Kay's Creation floor stand that I like pretty good, and my light, but I'm gonna have to look up and see what kind of light.
Tell them the story about my art light. I love my art light too. All my sister and her husband say that they know we're home if they come to the house and they turn in and it looks like a UFO's getting ready to land, because it is so bright and I love it.
She and I talk every day. We talk every morning on the way to work. We talk every morning on the way, or every evening on the way home usually. And it's not just for a few minutes. We have an hour commute, pretty much both of us each way. So we spend a lot of time talking. But anyway, my husband and I don't know, I guess I was off or something.
Gosh, it's been several years ago.
Mm-hmm. And we were at the Joann's. They had a floss sale going on, so I was going to load up on some, discounted floss. So I went in there and got all my floss that I needed. And I swear that receipt probably stretched across this entire living room and dining room. But when I was in there, they had was it 75% off?
It was a lot.
It was I think it was 75% off of art lights. And
no, it was off of other lights, but they had the sign.
Desk lights. Desk lights.
Okay.
Or desk lamps.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so there was art lights that were in that that display that they had, and one of them was a desk one that had a magnifier that leans over. It was regular, what was it, like $189 or something?
And it's got the little trays around it that spin like a Lazy Susan that you can put stuff in, and
a chart clamp and all kinds of stuff.
2 chart clamps.
So anyway, I picked up one because that's just too good a deal to pass up. And when I got to the counter with it, it was like $20-something, and she said, this is not, the art lights are not supposed to be in that display, but we're going to go ahead and let you have it, because it's there and it's advertised for. So I think I ended up maybe it might have been $26 or something like that for mine. So as soon as I get to the car, I call Christy to tell her what a deal I've gotten, because
and I almost hung up on her.
I had to rub it in a little bit. So she said, "You've got to go back in there and find and get me one." I said, "Now, Christy, they didn't tell me they was going to let me have this one, because it was advertised." She said, "Just go back in there and see if there's still another one. It's still advertised." So I ended up getting her one too, and it was like $26, but we got a huge deal on that, and I was super proud. And we both used that light a good bit. So
I use mine every day. Every day.
I have another one that I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, I got it from a lady at a stitching retreat that I use a good bit because it's rechargeable. And then probably my other most favorite stitching tool right now is bowen needles. I really like the bowen needles. And Christy also got some pony needles that
I love them.
We really like. And then my Duchess hoop, I've really been putting it to good use lately. So, all right.
Okay. We're going to shout out some Etsy shops. I'm the Etsy queen. I have figured out that it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. So I just tell my husband, and when he's like, "You got something in the mail," I want it. I want it. I want that.
This section is also known as the divorce list. So.
Yes. But anyway, my favorite project bag right now, I saw this. I went and looked at her shop because Liz and Shelly mentioned her on their FlossTube Antique Needleworkers. And I saw this project bag. I also got the yoga farm animals. I love that one too, a lot. But this one made me think of my little cat because the cat's ears are little like my Flopsy's ears are. And I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. But this came from Gamma's Treasures off of Etsy, and she is in Canada. She is the sweetest person. When I ordered, I have several of hers. I have some on the way. But when you order them, it's for the vinyl front floss bag. And I got her to make me a notion bag. And she also sent a thread keep. And on the back of the thread keep and the inside of the project bags, it says, "I love my cat." And I do, and I'm crazy. Whitney, my daughter, used to always say that if Papa wouldn't have come along, that I would have been the crazy cat lady, except I didn't like cats. But now I do. And I just forgot to show you another finish.
Look at you go.
It is Prairie Schoolers Barnyard Ornaments, Barnyard something. I'll find the pattern here in a second. But I've got the cow done and I've got the cat done. And I have watched Vonna Pfeiffer's video about finishing these. Vonna, hook a homegirl up. If I send them to you, would you finish them for me? I'm just not. I'm going to try it.
You could do it.
I'm going to try it. I don't know when, but I am going to try it. But this is my favorite project bag. And another thing, and I've had this a long time. Wouldn't you know? I can't. There it is. It is a journal, and it has the little cord around it. And this is cross stitched. It says stitch on. And it comes from an Etsy shop called Where the U Flies. Yo Flies, U. I think it's U.
As the U Flies.
As the U Flies. And she has a shop in Etsy, but I went on there the other day to look at something, and I think she has temporarily closed her shop because of orders, which is great, because I truly believe that you should support small businesses. I think it's going to be closed until the 17th or the 18th. So sometime this week she should open back up. But those are two of my favorite Etsy shops.
Probably the one I order from the most, I guess, is Lady Dot Creates. I've got some haul from there. I'm gonna have to think about that because I didn't do my homework like I should have. So
yeah,
I'll have some more the next time. But I really like Farmer's Attic too. I order a good bit of stuff from them.
I don't know them.
You might want to check them out.
I might.
So
can I stay with you?
You're gonna have to
when Alan kicks me out.
So those are two that I really like and I have had good service from. And there's a bunch that we order from. So I'll do better next time.
Yeah.
Do some haul.
Oh, you want to do our favorite floss tubers?
Yeah, we can. I have several. I tend to watch people, and then maybe I'll fall off the wagon for a little bit and pick them back up. But two that are a few that I consistently watch when they put out videos, of course, is Brenda and the Cereal Starter. I like to watch them.
Me too.
They remind me of me and you when when we get a little older.
Yeah.
But I like to watch them, and I really like what is her name? Christy the Crosshatch Quilter, and I think it's maybe just Crosshatch Quilts. But I enjoy watching her when she has videos up because she stitches a lot of the same kind of stuff that I like. Then who else?
The obvious.
Well, us. I mean,
we love Liz and Shelley, the antique needle workers.
We've been watching a lot of them. And you go. We watch a lot of the same things.
Yes, she's been watching FlossTubes for a long time, and I have really gotten into watching them and listening to them. I love antique needle workers. I want to go and stitch at Shelley's house in the mill house. Now I do. I really, really do. But anyway, I love Brenda and the Cereal Starter. They completely crack me up. Country Stitchers, and I'm sorry y'all's names escape me right now. I love Java Girl Stitches. I got a little funny to tell you about her. I watched her latest video last night as I was fixing to go to bed. And I used to love Criss Cross Stitch. And wasn't that what he was called? And he just stopped. I binge watched every one of his videos. I think I loved him so much because he was from Sulligent, Alabama. He was raised in Sulligent, Alabama, which is probably 35, 40 minutes, maybe a little more from here. And I don't know, it was just, but I love to watch Vonna Pfeiffer. She's so very talented. She is so talented on how she finishes her things and to show you how to do things, and she makes it look so effortless. I was trying to, I just started a new one yesterday. Someone mentioned it. It might have been,
It was Java Girl Stitches.
no, I had already heard about her before she mentioned her last night, or when I watched the video last night. Anyway, it's Kennedy Creates. She is 14 years old, and God love her, because I started stitching. My middle sister had a baby in 1990, and I was probably 16, I guess. And when she had a wreck and it broke her foot, and they had to induce labor for her to have her baby so they could do surgery on her foot. And I went and stayed with her because her husband worked night shift. So I went out there and stayed with her, and she had cross stitch stuff. She smocked a little bit, and she had a few books, and so I basically taught myself. The first thing I cross stitched was a Ziggy. Do y'all remember Ziggy? Was a Ziggy. She had a Ziggy book. I can still remember the little green sticker that Walmart used to put the sticker gun. The book came from Walmart. I mean, but for her to be 14 years old, she is so precious. She is so precious. So y'all be sure and check her out.
There's one more. Oh, I like to watch Pumpkin Hollow Quilts too. She stitches a lot of prim stuff, and she's
I haven't
just
watched that one.
well, she has a rotation that she really sticks to, and this, that, and other. You ought to give her a try.
Yeah.
But she gets a lot more done than we get done.
Yeah.
We like to talk too much.
Yeah. Okay. Haul.
I might better do haul first because she's got the whole end of this table down here covered up. And I don't have that much this time, but I'll show you. Show you what I got. Maybe if I can get it up here. I'm sure that physique looks good up there.
You can't see.
Okay.
I've got all my stuff on the floor.
So, this is a paper mache box that I ordered from, I have to look on the chart, but factorydirectcrafts.com. This is the box that my Stitcher's Heart, that chart is mounted on the top of this box. So I ordered that. And I also ordered, I don't know if you can see it. The waxer key that goes in that chart. Let's see if you can see it like it is. But it's a little wax key from Lady Dot Creates that goes in the little pouch that you make for my Stitcher's Heart. And the pom-pom trim that goes around the top and is used in some of the finishing for that whole little set from Lady Dot Creates. It's in the color Witchy. I got that. So what's in here? This is from Hobby Lobby. I just picked it up because I'm trying to learn how to tat. So it's called Learn to Tat by Jeanette Baker. And it has an interactive DVD in it. So.
Do you even have a DVD player?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, so trying to learn how to do that. And then this is some haul off of a D-Stash group because I love Blackbird designs. So this was an older out of print one that's called Autumn Bouquet. Love their stuff. This one I ordered from the Cross Stitch Peddler. This is the only, I think, well, these two, I guess.
I was fixing to say, when did you get that?
Yeah, she sent them to me. From Market this year, I got the Crown and Shields by Blackbird Designs. Love their stuff. I really want to do that one in the pink, but it's pretty in that one too.
Yeah, it is.
And then the Happiness is Homemade, the cookbook from Market this year. Got her to send me that. Oh, this is some more Lady Dot Creates. This is tomato.
That's pretty.
Velveteen, because I've had, and I should have brought that, I guess, but I have an antique sewing bird that I got off of eBay or somewhere, that one of the pin cushions was missing, so I'm going to try to fix it with that stuff. And then I don't know why I put this in there, but
Aww.
in honor of Boston's everywhere. So this Stacy Nash's Scarlet.
That is so cute.
I've got to do that. So that's all the haul I've got this time. That's a miracle, ain't it? You gonna cut loose now? When they take an interlude before you get started.
Take a little sip.
And I may or may not have an addiction to Red Bull, so.
I try, y'all. She just won't listen. Okay, I got the Happiness is Homemade, and I ordered it from...
What about that stitching journal and show them? Tell them.
This is also my haul book because, you know, I ordered my pony black needles from Maydale, Maydel, and Grandma's Treasures. I got my cookbook from Hobby House Needleworks. I order quite a bit from them. And let me just get my stuff moved. Oh, there's my, did I show this a while ago? The
I was trying to
barnyard?
find it.
Yeah, there it is. I got Sweet Wings Studio, Mercy and Grace. The Nebby Needle, Santa's Ride. Pumpkins Please by the Nebby Needle. Amazing Grace by the Nebby Needle. Mustard Seed by the Nebby Needle. I just got this one this week and I can't wait to get started. It's called Big Chicken by Lucy Bean. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Can't wait to get started on that. We have a red barn behind the house, so I'm excited to get started. And I got from Sweet Wings Studio, Spring Doxology. That's so pretty to me. And okay, My Big Toe, I got Taste and See. My Big Toe, It Is Well. My Big Toe, I Will. My Big Toe, Be Still and Know. My Big Toe, Be Anxious for Nothing. My Big Toe, All in Love. And My Big Toe, When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. And I think that most of these, the Nebby needles, they all came from 123 Stitch. My Sweet Wings Studios came from 123 Stitch. And I got the whole book of Sunday Stitches. I have some of the charts, but this is the collection of them. I got them from Hobby House Needleworks. So when I get a chance to pull out the other charts that I had already purchased, and I think together we have most of them
Yeah.
Separately, we're going to do a giveaway on those because I have the book now. And I got it from Hobby House Needleworks. Let's see. And I got, like I said, I got my Bunnies Love Carrots, Hop This Way, Bunny Food, and Spring Barnyard stack off of Cherry Hill Stitchery. And I also, I cannot think of who mentioned it in their FlossTube. If it was Brenda and the Cereal Starter, or, and I'm telling you, my mind is completely blank. I can see their face, but I cannot think of their name. They just did a video last week with their bunny ears on. They crack me up. I love to watch them. They are so fun to me. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I hadn't watched
I'm
it
gonna
lately.
tag them below the video when I get through, and I feel so bad because I can't remember. Anyway, someone mentioned about the Nurge hoops. So I got on Amazon and I ordered the small. She's got the small, the large, and then the medium that I just sat down. So I'm gonna give them a try. I'm gonna give them a try and see. But my most favorite thing that I have gotten this week, all of this didn't come just this week. Well, now quite a bit of it did, but not all of it. But I am so excited. I just got my fabric yesterday to find out that I already had the fabric, so I gifted it to Ilbert so she can watch it.
Do these come with this? These maker's cards? They come with the thing?
Though he seemeth sleeping, I think that Shelly and Liz mentioned it, and it says, dark the night and wild the wave, Christ the boat is keeping. Trust in him and have no fear, though he seemeth sleeping. That is beautiful to me. But I got this chart this week, and it came from, let's see, 1-2-3 Stitch, and I got all the called for threads. I'm not going to take them out. I got those from 1-2-3 Stitch for that, so I'm going to start it. And the old Salem linen that I already had one of, I got it yesterday, and it came from Hollis
Hands Create.
Hollis Hand Creates on Etsy. So now, since I have my fabric and my hoop and my pattern and my floss, I'm going to get started on that either today or tomorrow.
I love that red.
I know, aren't those beautiful colors? And what I love about these Lucy Beam patterns, like I said, I had not saw them until they mentioned it, but I love the saying on them. Is she gives you so many different ways, with so many different pages in that pattern of the different threads you could use. If you want to use gentle art, what was the other ones? If you want to use Weeks, if you want to use DMC.
Classic Colorworks.
Classic Colorworks. It's all on a different sheet in that pattern. So I think that's really, really neat. So I'm anxious to get started. Maybe I'll have a little progress when we come back next week. Or 2 weeks. We haven't really discussed. Okay. Anyway, we'll be back. Unless y'all just run us off. And then we'll come back anyway just for spite. Yeah.
Is that all your haul?
That's all, well, yeah. That's all I'm going to show you. Because I want my husband to take me out to dinner tonight.
Documentation for divorce.
Yeah, just don't tell him because he don't know how to get on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna have a little giveaway. I have picked a couple of things, and Ilbert has picked a couple of things.
I've got to find one of my things.
Y'all, this is driving me nuts that I can't think of that floss tube that I love so much. Let me just look at my subscriptions and see if I can tell you who it is. And I feel so bad that I can't remember it. That I can't remember their names. But I watch them. I watch every one of their videos. Every one of them. It's running with needles and scissors. Now, y'all, I'm so sorry, but I love them. They crack me up. Crack me up. Just love them. Okay.
All right. So, we're going to have, what's our question going to be?
Oh, yeah. What is our question going to be?
Let's see.
Okay, I know what. Answer in the comments. Don't say giveaway. Don't say prize. Don't say win. Like and subscribe to our channel, please. I'm going to update before we post the video. I'm going to update our bio and stuff like that. So, but in your comment, let us know if you are a lover of whips or if you're more a monogamous stitcher.
We shall see.
We shall see.
I've almost got you converted.
I have a feeling that you're gonna win on this one. So, all right, for the first giveaway, I'm gonna give away Sweet Wings Studio Filled with Joy. It's a chart. It's just the chart. And this says it's a beauty tool, but I have the small one that I keep my scissors in, and I also have a large one. I'm going to give away this. It says it's a beauty tool, but it's a scissor keep. Is that what you call it?
Any kind of tool. Pen, scissors.
Chopstick, when you got to push them little corners of your pillows out. See, I do listen to you sometimes. But I'm going to give away these two gifts, and we'll do a random draw.
What's your word going to be for each of them?
Okay.
You better write that down.
Oh, I better write it down, because I can't even remember running with scissors. And see, I can't even remember. Okay, the keyword, if you want the beauty tool scissor holder, use the keyword pink. Okay. And if you want the Filled with Joy, use the word joy. Okay.
And I've got one giveaway. I'm going to do a copy of the Stitcher's Heart, my current whip that I'm working on. So, and I've got 2 boxes. So I'll do a box, the trim that goes around the top, the little key, and then a box to go with it. So it'll just be a bundle for my Stitcher's Heart stuff.
So you've got one chart. Oh, it's just going to be all that. It's going to go to one person. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I guess keyword for it will be Stitcher's Heart. It'd be STITCHER' space heart, HEART.
Okay. All right.
Made it through our first floss tube.
Yay!
We appreciate you guys joining in and come back and see us.
We do. We really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And as we hit milestones on followers, we'll give away some good stuff.
We can do it.
We can do it. And if you want to reach out to us Our email is flossbossincousins@gmail.com. That's FlossBossinCousins@gmail.com. Thank y'all for watching.
Thanks so much. Go sow some happiness.
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching.
Thanks so much. Go sow some happiness.
Yeah.